leave your message for...
Hi Angela, this is Aspen King with Rev Studios. Wanted to give you a call and say thank you so much for grabbing a premium membership. I feel like I'm back in my sales career. And my heart is literally beating out of my chest. I'm not well, so let's do another one. No, like my pulse is, oh, I should check on my Oura ring. 119. Wait, that can't be right. 73. I'm like 119, that seems a little high. All right, let's do another one. That first one was, I talked a lot. Okay.
Please leave a message. Thanks.
Hi Connor, this is Aspen King from Rev Studios, and I didn't want to take up much of your time this morning, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support and hopping in as a premium member. We're super excited to get things open for you guys and give you a little update that we are starting construction on Monday. So we should be able to have our soft opening hopefully in January if everything goes to plan. But I just wanted to reach out and let you know that we're always available. If you have any questions or anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. Hope you have the best weekend, and we'll see you in the studio soon. I'm sweating. I'm doing this, and it feels good. People don't answer their phones on Fridays. Or ever.
I'll be right back with you. Thank you.
Hi Karina, this is Aspen King with Rev Studios. I just wanted to reach out and say thank you so much for your support and becoming a premium member. We're super excited to get things open for you guys. And with that, wanted to give you a little update. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing these. Do you think I'll catch anyone on the phone for realsies? I'm like, my armpits are so sweaty, like so sweaty. I have 2 Emilys next. I'll be back. We are done. We've completed the calls. Only one person answered and she was fabulous and so fun to talk to. This is giving me flashbacks to my sales career, cold calling. And that was when I was like obviously selling something, and it was the things that people said to me I will never forget, and that's why I hate being on the phone. But I think it's really important to thank our premium members for becoming premium members, because without them, like, we have nothing, and we're so excited to get the doors open. And so I can check that off of my to-do list. It was great. Maybe next time more people will answer, but for now I left a lot of voicemails, and I hope that they feel loved, because truly we're so grateful. Like, I can't even express how grateful I am for those that have jumped in, just blind trust and blind faith in Rev Studios. It's gonna be freaking incredible. I obviously stand behind it 6,000,000%, but from an outside perspective, to put your hard-earned money into something that you don't even know like anything about, or if it's gonna be great or not, is just means the absolute world. So done with that. It was fabulous. I have a meeting in an hour, but I think I'm going to work on a couple of things on my computer before that meeting. And I need to do stuff around the house that I just like have been avoiding. So I might do that for like the next hour and then hop on my next meeting. I am changed and ready for yoga tonight. It's only 11:30, but I'm gonna go to yoga at 4:15, I think. But I wanted to give you guys a little productivity hack that I use like crazy, and people always ask about it when I post about it on like Instagram stories and stuff, but it's just Google Tasks app right here, the little check mark. It has completely changed my life. I'm such a to-do list person, and I used to just like write it down in a notepad or like a paper planner or something, and Google Tasks changed my life. So the way that I do it is I set up my tasks so that it's Monday through Sunday at the top. So every day has its own to-do list and just check it off as I go. So every Sunday I set up my tasks and each day is a list. And then it's just, it keeps going. So like right now it says I have 101 completed tasks for Monday. Obviously I haven't done 101 tasks today, so it's cumulative and you can like see everything that you completed. So maybe there's something that you have every Monday. You could go in and add that every Monday. But then I just set it up on Sundays, and every Sunday I go through my calendar and I just add any meetings, anything, workouts, and then also like reminders or like things to do that aren't necessarily like a meeting or something like that. And this has completely changed my life. So I wanted to share it with you guys, and I felt like this was a good time to do it in this little founder day in my life because it has helped so much keep me on track and get my things done so that I'm not kind of sitting there like, oh yeah, what else did I have to do today? And I'm not carrying around like a million paper planners and notebooks and things like that. I'm about to create some Instagram stories for the Rev social media. And whenever I do this, I always just sit down and think about the objective and what the goal is for the Instagram stories. So today I'm creating stories for our premium memberships, and the goal is to just inform people about them. We've done a lot of like informational posts, so this is going to be more of just like a kind of a reminder post, I guess, if you will. I'm going to kind of walk you guys through how I do this. I know you probably can't see very well, but hopefully you can like hear it. So I have my brand kit in my Canva, which is super helpful. So that's all of my colors, my logos, everything. And then we of course have like branded photos in here as well. We've only done one shoot, and I use those photos for like pretty much everything because that's where we're at in our stage of business right now. I want to use this photo, and then I usually like manipulate it to kind of the vibe that I'm going for. Something like that, if you can see. You probably can't really see super well, but that's not the important part. What I'm going to do is add a heading. So because all of my logos, colors, fonts, everything are right in here, they're super easy to grab, and then you don't have to like constantly be looking for them. So I want to promote premium memberships today, and my like branding that I want it to be is like, you're getting 20% off for life. You're getting it for $200, which is $50 off, which is 20%. So in like sales psychology, if anything is less than $100, you want to use percentage typically, because in our brains, like less than $100 off every month doesn't necessarily feel like a discount, even though like for us, $250 to $200 is a huge discount. I mean, think about $50 every month over the course of your life. Like that's a lot, but just like instantaneous, our brain associates 20% as a larger sum than $50. You know what I mean? But if it was like $200 off, depending on the percentage, you'd probably want to say $200 off. So little sales psychology tip for you. I want to say 20% off for life. And so I'm just going to create this. So I want to say save 20% off for life. Save 20% for life is what I want to say. Save 20% for life. And then I need to change the colors because black is not one of our colors. So I can just go into colors. In my brand kit, it's just right there for me. So when I go to like my font color, my brand kit's right here. So I don't even have to like mess around with it. So we use brown typically, but I kind of want to do green today. Cute. So then I just download it to my phone and I can post it on the gram. So cute. This is the final. And they can just click learn more and it takes them right to our enrollment page. I'm just gonna put this up on the story and it's very, very simple. Nothing crazy, but kind of puts another perspective into our premium membership because we don't talk about pricing a lot just because it's not part of our voice, but this is another angle for people to see, oh, I can save 20% every month for the rest of my life. I should look into that. So, gonna post this and get on with it.
We locked out of high, take up on my time, working on your lips after sipping on some wine, faithful conversation.
So I was feeling very overwhelmed all of a sudden. I don't know, I go through these things and I think it's a matter of like some imposter syndrome a little bit with being a founder. I think anything that you do, especially for the first time, you get a little bit of that, but then that overwhelm can kind of set in and it's hard to like get through that. So I had a little bit of that and I decided to make some lunch and go for a long walk because it's never this warm out in November and it's very nice out. Anyway, a lot of times when I don't want to go for a walk are the times where I need to most. And I think as a business owner, you can get caught up in like your work every day and feel like you don't have time to take care of yourself. And it's something that I struggled with for years. And I've gotten a lot better at because I know, oh, if I don't want to do this, it's probably exactly what I need. So we're outside, it's like full blue skies, 50 degrees, and it's mid-November. And you can't beat that in Minnesota. So we are out here taking some time. I'm listening to like a girl talk podcast and just shutting my brain off for like an hour before getting back to work. Necessary. One of my biggest tips, listen to your body and just do it. Just don't think, just go.
You know that a guy can acknowledge that he goes,
know.
I hate from like, let's say 30 to 45 years.
To me in my life, say these things to me.
I'm back in the office. Feels good to get a walk in and get outside in the sun. I feel like I sit here and look out the window and like if it's nice out and I don't get out, I feel even more guilty, especially because it's November. So that felt good. But I'm back in the office now and I have to jump on a call with one of our like vendor people for our reformers. So I'm gonna hop on a call with him, see what he needs from me. And that is my last call for the day. It is 1:30 and I think that's all my meetings for the day. But after that, I'm gonna prep because we are podcasting, so I need to kind of think about what we're podcasting about and what I want to say. Most of our podcast episodes, if you don't know, I'm the host of a podcast called Really Going Through It, and most of our episodes are very just like candid conversations. We don't really like, I don't know, like we have topics that we want to cover, but we just have an open conversation about it. So prepping takes not very much time, just kind of getting my thoughts in order.
Things getting comfortable, they're right there's some places. Oh, I like when you pull on my hair. I like when you got underwear. They be the way and they the move. Call it silent, drink a fast.
Just got off of my final meeting for the day. He just needed information some more. He just needed more information from us, but it is later. I also prepped for the podcast and this is gonna be a good episode. We're talking all about social media and just having like an open conversation about it. I think all three of us, myself and my two co-hosts, we've come like a long way from where we used to be with social media. And I think for me personally, like social media is a place that I don't really want to spend a lot of my time. I love creating so much. I love creating recipes. I love creating and showing outfits. I love creating video. I love YouTube. I think that's why I love YouTube so much, and I love podcasting so much, because there's not a lot of like, you're not just like sitting and scrolling and mindlessly like taking up your time and like avoiding life. You're creating and you're consuming content that like you have to commit to consuming for a long period of time, versus Instagram, TikTok, these short form social media channels where you can really use them as an escape and you can get wildly addicted to them. And I've been wildly addicted to social media, especially when it was my full-time career and I was making multiple six figures through Instagram. I was highly addicted to it, and that's a conversation for another day if you guys want to dive more into that. But we're podcasting about this, and I think it's going to be a really good episode because I just feel like a lot of people can relate. And I don't think that social media is somewhere that like I'll never be, because I just don't think that's realistic either. I think that that would get very isolating to not be on social media, because that's just where like our society lives. But I think that there's like a healthy balance that you can find, and like putting boundaries in place is important. So we're going to talk about that on the podcast. So tune in if you don't. It's called Really Going Through It Podcast. The link is in the description. And that episode will come out on November 17th. So tune in to the episode on Friday. I think it'll be a good one. I'm done with meetings for the day. I'm pretty much done with work for the day. So I'm probably going to get some things done around the house, which is a huge part of being able to be a founder and work from home, is I can do that sort of thing. And start thinking about what I'm gonna make for dinner, and maybe start prepping that so that if I do go to yoga, it's more simple to make when I get home, because I'll be starving.
We like tied to high, take up my time, looking at your lips after sipping on some wine, faithful conversation.
That is a wrap on a day in my life. Made some dinner. I'm gonna watch some TV and wind down for the night. Thanks for following along, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Baby, the way